Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh man, I forgot something downstairs. God dog. What's going on, man? Latrell E. Smith, is that the name? Gabe Toss, good morning. All things, what's going on? Kentrell LeGrew, what's good? On the money line, what's going on? Barbara D, good morning. Good morning. Platinum Alkaline Water in the building, man. Good to see you, man. Branson, what's going on? That shit with the UFC fighter was funny. Yeah, man, it was funny on a lot of levels. I'm going to talk about that. Shit was funny, man. Yeah, it was. Bud got funny, but Bud act like he got some sense though. Branson, I don't know, man. Don't bother me with that dude, bro. That dude, who knows, man. That man is probably mad about Floyd Mayweather or some other stupid shit. Who cares? That nigga can go get a life, bro. Stop bugging me. What's up, the truth? I don't know, man. Who cares? Nuke the Duke, what up, man? Kurt Hurd, what's going on, man? How you feeling, bro? What's happening? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anyway, man, on shit that matters in life, you know? He said, "You right, OG, my bad." Bro, let me tell you something, bro. Branson, if you wait 3 more months, somebody else is going to do that stupid shit. If you wait 3 months after that, somebody else is going to do that same stupid shit. People always want to pick fights, bro. They always want to be dramatic and whatever, bro. I'm sick of this shit, bro. You know, I don't care. That is my take on the whole. I don't even listen, bro, so I wouldn't even know. But like for real, bro, I don't care about that shit, man. Like that's just part of life, bro, when you got a YouTube channel, bro. That's just part of life, bro. If somebody's not being an ass, you're not doing your shit right. You know what I mean? But whatever, bro. Whatever. What's going on, Chris Banks? How you feeling, man? Lee Jackson in the building. What's going on, man? I don't know, man, but I'll take the publicity. I'll take the publicity. The feds on the WBC head. Why you say that, Nuke? The feds are on the WBC's head? Why you say that, Nuke? I can tell you for sure who's on the what's up, Justin Hawkins? I can tell you who's on their head for sure, though. Is this Boxing Writers Association of America, man. That's what's up, man. Enjoy your day at work, bro. And may you have a prosperous, productive day at work and an enjoyable day at work. You know, sometimes, man, people forget you got to have fun, man. At your job, man. If you can like your job, if you're really into your job, it's not a job. If you are constantly getting bugged, if you're constantly being harassed by peons that don't matter, you know, your life can get a little more irritating. You know what I'm saying? You always got somebody nipping at your heels or some dumb shit like that, bro. You know, somebody trying to get a come up, somebody trying to get something to talk about. You know what I mean? I can tell you why y'all niggas is mad, because I had like 16,000 people in my live stream, bro. That's why niggas mad. That's why niggas is mad. Y'all mad because I had over the last few days, and I'm consistent, bro, over courses of years, bro. Y'all gimmicks run dry, bro. Gimmicks run dry. Who do you think Tank should fight in his next fight, man? Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz. Nazir Clark, man. What's going on, Nazir Clark? He said, "Good morning, Fanon, and chat some coffee on me, champ." Thank you, brother. Hey, no, for real, bro. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the positivity, dog. Thank you for the positivity, man. Thank you for the color in the chat. For real, that makes me feel good. It puts me in a good mood, and it allows me to talk this boxing a little bit more. I want to ask you guys some shit, though. For real. Bud Crawford. Am I biased too? I know that I have a bias against Terrence Crawford at this point. I do. I admit it. At this point, I have a bias against the guy. at this point. At previous points, I didn't have a bias. But when it comes out to shit outside the ring, I have to admit, outside the ring, I think I have a bias. Because when he was saying, and I'm going to tell you what I mean by that specifically, I'm always looking to see if the dude is being a hypocrite. Always. I'm always on watch to see whether or not he's being a hypocrite. And I have to think to myself, bro, when he said that to that guy, Joaquin Buckley, I thought to myself, okay, so Terrence Crawford does understand. He does understand. Like, but why, if you understand yourself that you're too old to be fighting with people, that you're too old to be fighting with people, unless you have an advantage, then why you want to fight people at all? Why you want to bully people at all? Why do you want to put somebody else in a bad position because you have an advantage over them? Like Teofimo Lopez Sr. He jumped in Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s face like that. And looked at him like he was going to whoop his ass. But if Joaquin Buckley were to walk up and do the same thing to him, he's saying his boy's going to pull out switches. Because Joaquin said, look, I'll kill you if we fight. I'm not being disrespectful to you. You got nice hands and all that. But if we fight and I get my hands on you, bro, you're going to get out of here. And if you want to do work, I'll show you. Now, that's why I like what Terrence Crawford said, because Terrence Crawford is an intelligent person. And he said what is true. Dog, that's what they invented switches for. That's what they invented. But I thought to myself, why do you need a switch? Just get a fully automatic. Switches are illegal. Turning a Glock into an automatic, turn a semi-automatic Glock into an automatic, basically a handheld machine gun. You might as well just get you a machine gun. You know what I'm saying? If you get caught with that Glock, you're going to go years with a switch on it. Come on, that's what kids on the south side of Chicago do, switches. But anyway, I'm glad that you see that somebody older than you, say in their 60s, is not going to box with you, nigga. They're not going to box with you, and niggas don't have to be anywhere near you where you are to get you. Just so you know, niggas ain't got to be in the same town as you. Don't even have to, when people get into that really got it, dog, they don't have to be in the same town as you. Dog, you have to watch everywhere you walk now after you talk that dumb shit you talked. Now you got to watch everything you do because you want to bump up. Nigga, ain't nobody sparring you, bro. Nigga, ain't nobody sparring you, bro. Ain't nobody sparring you. Leave me alone, bro. Because I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. I promise you, that's all I ever have to do. Shit always winds up how it winds up. If I just sit here and don't do shit. I don't appreciate it, bro. Anyway, thinking about Terrence, I don't fucking appreciate it. And I'm telling you, you better do your research. Because, bro, you playing way the fuck above your pay grade. Way above your pay grade. Thinking it's going to be a joke. Shit ain't going to be no joke, bro. And I don't even like in 2026 having to tell y'all that. Y'all, some of y'all just think shit is funny. And it's a fucking joke. It's not a fucking joke. It's not a fucking joke. So anyway, I like that Terrence Crawford realized that threatening willy-nilly people is not the smartest thing in the world to do. Because Joaquin is talking about hurting Terrence. Terrence said, nah, man, that's what dudes with switches are for. Yeah. Floyd, Terrence knows Terrence had a gun pulled on him the other day. Yeah, he did. What's up, Alden Johnson? Salute for 9 in the chat this morning. Salute to you, bro. They said since Bud's wrestling, he'll beat the ass. Nah, dog, that dude is way too big, way too strong, bro. And let me tell you something, man. Dog, you do not want to play with wrestlers, bro. Bud is a wrestler, like Bud wrestled, but Bud is not a wrestler. Just like Bud can play basketball, but Bud is not a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he does. Bud is a boxer. Bud is not a wrestler. Bud knows how to wrestle, just like there are wrestlers that know how to box. But that wrestler is going to hurt that boxer that wrestles. That's what that dude is saying. He's saying, bro, I am a wrestler. This is what I do. I'm out here training all day. This is what I do. And I'll hurt you with this shit. And you know, it's the truth. You can't fuck around with those guys that are really, that's what they do. Just like you can't fuck around with Bud with them hands. Because that's what he does. You know? Because that's what he does. So cats need to get a little bit more respect. And I appreciated what he said about you guys got to get a little more respect. Because, bro, it's not that easy to hurt people, man. It ain't that easy, man. And people don't take that. People take that shit for real. So Bud said, hey, man, they got switches for big boys like you. I'm old. I'm too old and retired for all of that. I appreciate it, man. Why so many young niggas filling up the prison systems, getting caught with switches? Because, dog, they're stupid and they're carrying switches. We might as well just get a fully automatic if you can afford it. The reason young black people are in the system is they're supposed to be in the system. That is what the system is there for. Those prisons are there to be filled. They built the prison because they were going to fill the prison. Like, seriously. If they build a prison industrial complex, bro, that's because they intend for people to be in it. They're going to make sure that there are people in that system. That's how the system works. I'm telling you, man. That's why, if you've not noticed, when you live in a black community, they have more speed traps in black communities. And they make ticket prices, that the tickets of the price of the tickets so high that the lower income people cannot afford to pay the ticket. But people in the middle age, in the middle class and the upper class can afford to pay the ticket. So poor people go to jail. That's by design. They price it that way. They want, because anybody with money can get out of jail unless you do some shit like, you know, where they set it at $1 million and you don't have enough money to get to that. You know? Boat Wright said it's all business. It is all business. It is all business for sure. It is all business, but business is personal too, man. That's a great myth in business, that just because it's business, it's not personal, bro. Nah, bro. Sometimes it's personal, dog, because you're getting into people's business is personal to them. My job is very personal to me. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy it. And I really don't appreciate when people that I don't go talk to myself. I've never reached out to, never asked for nothing. Come to me. Ask me for things. Ask me for a platform. Then turn around and catch attitudes. Yeah, that shit's old. Salam, Fanan. I boxed for years and it's my first love. However, after training and getting my green belt in Taekwondo, what is TWD? I was able to time an opponent in sparring for a spinning back kick. That's the difference. Yeah. I got hit with a spinning back kick, man. My jaw is still disconnected from I think my jaw is still dislocated like 40 years later. More than, like 40 years later, I got kicked in the jaw. Man, shit, time flies, doesn't it? Time flies, huh? He'll put Bud in a camel crutch. Dude, look, Bud is not going to fight that guy. You know what the deal is. Bud is an interesting guy, but I just thought that was a very, very interesting thing, man. T. Orlando, how a nigga who built his brand on business and money let somebody run old school scam and take hundreds of millions? If you can't read, it very easily, T. Orlando, because you can do it. Because the guy thinks he's smarter than everybody. He thinks he's smarter than you. He thinks he's smarter than you. And he's competitive. He wanted to have more money all the time. Yeah. Hey, nigga, if you can't read, you know what I mean? What you gonna do? Like, seriously, if you can't read, what you gonna do? You better get somebody you trust. And even then, man, even if you can read, bro, in life, quite honestly, to Orlando, you have to trust somebody. It's just a fact, man. In life, you gotta trust somebody. But if you are a sneak thief, you're gonna eventually be around a lot of sneak thieves, and you're gonna get snubbed. I've seen it happen, man. Signing contracts you can't read is diabolical. Hey, man. Hey, man. It's diabolical. That's why they like to give money to young black men. They don't like to give large amounts of money to older black men because older black men will sit on that money and be perfectly fine for the rest of their life. So no, they would prefer to get you out of that age of being able to compete with them in your 50s and 60s. So what they do is they dump the money on these guys that are young. And then they fuck off the money and they take half the money back from them. That's your business partners you guys like so much. Hey, Floyd, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Yep. And I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. If Thurman loses to Fedora, his career is over. What's up, Coop Conflicts? I mean, quite honestly, bro, I think this is a payday for Keith Thurman. I have no idea how Keith Thurman can win this fight. No idea how he can beat Keith Thurman in this fight. I mean, how Keith Thurman can beat him. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Hey, Fanon, I enjoy watching your platform. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Come on, T Orlando. So Al Heyman's an old school pimp, is he? Nah, Floyd is just an old school simp. I'm sorry, boy, dog. Floyd deserves the criticism, man. Floyd, you deserve the criticism, Floyd. You deserve the criticism, Floyd. Because you talk too much shit, Floyd. On the real. Floyd was Al's bottom-ish. Hey, man, come on, man. You know y'all would get. Hey, man, if it's dog-eat-dog world and you out there getting slick, somebody can get you. But do you really believe that he got? I don't believe that he got. I don't believe it. I believe Floyd Mayweather Jr. spent that money. I don't believe Floyd Mayweather Jr., bro. I believe Floyd Mayweather Jr. spent up that money. And I think Floyd Mayweather Jr. knew exactly what was going on. And Floyd, to the extent that Floyd wanted to know what was going on, because Floyd relied on other people to do his work for him, like all CEOs do. I'm a CEO. I don't do the work. I have other people do the work. That's what CEOs always say they do. Exactly. Say you're right. You're right. I believe Floyd spent it. Now you want to try to cash out Showtime. Yeah. Like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. You spent that money up, Negro. You're throwing money out of planes and shit. You know what I mean? Oh, it's good, man. Oh, it feels good. Oh, man. Hey, let me ask you a question. Hey, Miss Jackson got down on Floyd, then Nelly snatched her. Man, I told them niggas in that camp about Miss Jackson. Fanon, hey, what up, Love Down Gaither said, Fanon, what it do? I agree. He spent the money. It doesn't take 9 years to realize $340 million is missing. Let me tell you what I think. I think he agreed to pay that money. Because 34%, that's 34% of $1 billion. $340 million. He said that he agreed to give Al Heyman $100 million because he got what? $1 billion. If Al gets 10%, that's $100 million of the billion right there. So now you're left with $240 million, which means what? You got to pay the expenses connected to the rest of the money that you brought in. You got to. And then these guys acting like $1 billion invested, with $340 million invested, as if you wouldn't have had to pay taxes on that. Dog, you probably had a little tax haven that you thought was running and working for you, and then you spent all the money up. Nobody trying to hear that shit, man. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something else, bro. I want to talk about Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Muhammad Ali for a second, since y'all so bunched up in the panties about it. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is 5'7" and 160 pounds. Muhammad Ali is 6'4" and between 210 and 220 pounds, 225 pounds. Muhammad Ali will beat the dog shit out of that midget. And that's real world shit. He will beat the dog shit out of that little ass midget. Yes, he will. So you guys like hypotheticals. You know what I mean? You guys want to make a set of rules and say, according to this set of rules, this guy is better than that guy. Because you have your own standards. But the fact of the matter is, Floyd is a little nigga that would have got his ass beat half to death by Ali. At man to man. Not no sparring match. Not no sparring match. Not no little shit where they tap each other with headgear on and they agree that they're going to... No. I mean, he will hurt that man. Hurt that man. Badly. Okay? He will hurt that man. Badly. Hurt him badly. He's too little. He's too little. He's too little. Okay? Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. He's little. That's why Floyd called him a scared little man, because he's a little man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that you the baddest boxer ever, nigga, when you 5'7". Okay? Nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. This nigga will beat the shit out of you. The guys he fought will beat the shit out of you. You will never last against George Foreman. Ever. Never. You need a weight class to compete. You need a weight class. This man ain't got no weight class. This man ain't got no weight class. This man is fighting guys that will knock you silly. And he didn't duck anybody because he was in the same weight class for 20 fucking years. From 1961 to 1979, he was in the same weight class. And he fought everybody in that weight class for 2 decades. He didn't cherry pick anybody. And don't tell me this dumb shit about being undefeated. Because Rocky Marciano was undefeated. Rocky Marciano ended his career at 49-0. Nobody ever said that Rocky Marciano had a better career than Muhammad Ali. No way. Rocky Marciano was undefeated. He beat several Hall of Famers. Several. He beat an old Joe Louis. He beat Ezra Charles. He beat Jersey Joe Walcott. He beat a bunch of dudes. And he's 49-0. And nobody ever said he had a better resume than had as good a career as Muhammad Ali did. So why would Floyd, because he's 50-0 with Conor McGregor at the end of it, ever be considered better? Why would he? Mentally, you can't stay up with me. Mentally, you can't stay up with me. Mentally. This is an easy argument. Floyd, number one, will get his ass whooped. He's too small. Nobody wants fairy tales, bro. When you look at Floyd and you looked at AJ, nobody even wanted an autograph with Floyd. Nobody wanted an autograph with Floyd. Everybody wanted an autograph with AJ. You know why? Because AJ's 6'5" and big, and you actually believe he can hurt somebody. And Mayweather's 5'6", a little ass dude with a pumped up ego. Nobody was talking. Willie Pep, let me tell you for real. Willie Pep would have never talked shit about Joe Louis. Willie Pep. Willie Pep was not talking shit about Joe Louis. He wasn't. Because Joe Louis was the man, not Willie Pep. Don't care how many wins Willie Pep had, which is like over 270. I do believe Willie Pep went like 100 and something and oh. Willie Pep was never considered to be as great a fighter as Joe Louis because Willie Pep is like 130 pounds soaking wet. And that's just real, bro. They got weight classes for little dudes because you're not big enough to fight the big guys. And now we literally have fighters like Devin Haney taking advantage of the weight classes. Floyd said the money makes him taller. Well, she. T. Orlando said 229, 11, and 1. Exactly. The man has 1, 2, what is that? How many times is 54? Almost 4 times as many wins. He had over, what? Almost 5 times as many wins. Or 4 times as many wins. Is that right? Yeah, he almost had 4 times as many wins. Or 5 times as many wins as Floyd Mayweather Jr. had fights. As he had fights. Floyd only has 50 fights. So, of course, if you get to 229, or I'm sorry, 241, if you get to 241 fights, you may have some losses. Like, come on, man, that's not a realistic measurement. That's a measurement that Floyd made up for himself. And in fact, that shit was a heavyweight record, 50-0. That's a heavyweight record. Somebody to go 50-0 in the heavyweight division, which is very hard to do because you got guys that are going to knock your head off. The heavyweight division is the hardest division that there is in boxing. You got guys like Tyson Fury that are going to beat you just because the nigga's big. Just because he's big. Those guys were fighting dudes fresh off the docks for a 12-hour workday. Hey, bro. And, dog, for 200 and no, he was not. These guys were fighting in front of stadiums. Willie Pep fought in front of stadiums. Sugar Ray Robinson was fighting. There was more fighters. No, bullshit. Bullshit. There wasn't as many fighters today. Shit, what do you think these guys are? What do you think Padley is? Bro, Padley's a fucking bum. Padley's an electrical worker. Joe Smith was a world champion as an electrical worker. All you're telling me by saying these guys had jobs is that they had to fight for a living. Just because you have a day job, all that you're not drinking and smoking and fighting every 6 months. You get your ass whooped by one of those guys. They're fighting every day. Just because they have to go get a job and then they work out and then they fight, you don't mean these guys can't fight. These guys got 200 fights. They're fighting all the time. I mean, seriously, these guys are, bro, these guys, a lot of these Mexican fighters that Devin Haney got on his record had jobs. Think about how many Mexican fighters Devin Haney fought at the beginning of his career. All those Mexican fighters have jobs. Chris Algieri was a world champion that had a job. There's a lot of guys that have jobs. The ones that you guys are talking about that don't have jobs are the ones that sit up in Top Rank and get guaranteed fights. Most fighters right now that are professional fighters have jobs, had jobs. They have to get to a level where they don't have a job. But a bunch of these guys that these guys fight have jobs. All the Mexican fighters got jobs. All those guys they bring in there and they're getting thumped up. These dudes ain't fighting full time. They got a bunch of fights, but they also got a job at a McDonald's. Let's be real. Let's talk about this too. Do you realize that when Lamont Peterson, think about this, when Lamont Peterson won a 140-pound championship, he was still living in the projects. He was still living in the projects. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't have a little money and tried to get a little money on the side too. The strength of his opposition is better than everybody. Who? Ali? No, let me tell you something. That's a bullshit argument. No, that's a bullshit argument. The strength of his opposition. No, Ali has better opposition. Ali has better opposition than Floyd Mayweather Jr. Ali does. And that's a false argument to say, and Ali shit has more Hall of Fame fighters. What are you talking about? Liston, Patterson, Foreman, Norton, Frazier, Holmes. He got tons of them. Bro, he's fought in more weight classes. Oscar De La Hoya, Cotto, Marquez, and Zab Judah. That's nothing compared to George Foreman. George Foreman and Sonny Liston are better than all these guys. What are you talking about? Dude, those guys fought in a bunch of different weight classes. Yes, you do need to keep going. You're just doing names. You can't. Ed, do me a favor. Tell me 5 people that Ali fought. Yeah, give me a list. Give me 10 fighters that Ali fought. Give me 10 fighters Ali fought. Nigga, you can't give me the answer. Yes, George Foreman is better than Manny Pacquiao. Absolutely. George Foreman. When he fought George Foreman was undefeated when he beat George Foreman. Manny Pacquiao got knocked the fuck out by Juan Manuel Marquez about a year before Floyd Mayweather beat him. Let me repeat. Manny Pacquiao got knocked out at 137 pounds. Manny Pacquiao got knocked out at 115 pounds. Manny Pacquiao got knocked out at 140 pounds. Manny Pacquiao lost to Tim Bradley. No. Manny Pacquiao was not better than George Foreman. George Foreman knocked out Joe Frazier. George Foreman was knocked out Ken Norton. George Foreman knocked out Ron Lyle. George Foreman won a heavyweight championship 10 years later in 1985 or some shit like that after his retirement. And even if you say that, Manny Pacquiao was coming off of a knockout loss when Floyd Mayweather Jr. beat him. He was coming off a lockout loss. George Foreman was undefeated with 100% knockouts. And he knocked him out at like a 21-0 underdog. You just don't like Ali because you think Floyd, who is a midget, and let me get right back to this. Floyd is a midget fighting midgets. I have no respect for this. You niggas are midgets fighting midgets. You got 4 belts. 4 belts. Not 1 belt, not 2 belts, not 3 belts, 4 belts that you get to pick and choose from. You get to fight people in 3 or 4 different weight classes. The heavyweight champion has to stay in the same weight class his entire career and fight everybody that came through for 20 years. Floyd would have had to stay at 130 for 20 years. He would have had to stay at 140 for 20 years. You get to pick and choose what belts you get. But anyway, I'm not saying that Floyd Mayweather Jr. did not have an excellent career. I'm not saying Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not a Hall of Fame fighter. I love Floyd Mayweather Jr. as a fighter. A huge supporter of Floyd Mayweather Jr. through his whole career. But I'm sorry, he's full of shit. You can't tell me that you standing 5'6", 140 pounds, can fuck with this dude. You just can't. Number one, you're in a weight class. People have to drain themselves to fight you. He's in a class that doesn't have a weight class. It's the heavyweight. Anybody can fight there, bro. It's a big difference fighting George Foreman, a guy that can sleep you. And you're telling me, what do you think would have happened to Floyd if Floyd gets hit by George Foreman the same way he gets hit by Shane Mosley? Instead of getting hit by Shane Mosley and being able to shake that shit off, if he gets hit by George Foreman, his ass is going to go to sleep. He's going to wake up the next day like, damn, what the fuck happened? That's a big difference between the heavyweight division and the lightweight division. Man, I've seen Floyd Mayweather get hit a bunch of times, but Floyd Mayweather Jr. is a great fighter. He's a great fighter. It's just he's not Ali. No way, bro. Not the record, not the resume, not the people he fought. Dude, from Archie Moore to Sonny Liston to Floyd Patterson to Big Cat Williams to Frazier to Norton to Foreman. Man, stop. That shit is just silly. You don't know who these guys are, nor do you think he beat 3 of the hardest punchers in the history of boxing. 3. Ernie Shavers, George Foreman, and Sonny Liston. 3 of the hardest punching heavyweights in the history of the sport. George Foreman, Ernie Shavers, and Sonny Liston. And guess what he did? I believe he stopped all 3 of them. You'd have to tell me whether he stopped Frazier. I have to check to see whether or not he stopped Shavers or not. Isaiah Israel, thank you, bro. I don't know if he beat Shavers. I'll check to see if he knocked out Shavers or not. Dog, Floyd Mayweather didn't knock out Manny Pacquiao. Big Coop said Pacquiao, Cotto, and Oscar are nothing compared to Liston, Shavers, and Foreman. It's just not the same thing, bro. Go look at those guys fight, bro. They are literally knocking your head. They're literally knocking dudes. They're concussing guys in that weight class, bro. They're concussing him. They're concussing them. That's not Miguel Cotto, bro. That's not DeMarcus Chop Chop Courtney. It's not, I mean, I'll give him better credit than that. Dog, no, it's just not the same thing, bro. He weighed too little for them big guys. There's weight classes for a reason. It's common sense. George would have killed him. I'm just saying, bro, if there's a basketball player that's talking shit, they should be able to beat another basketball player one-on-one. No joke. If Shaq one-on-one plays Steph Curry has a chance to beat Shaq. And Shaq has a chance to beat Steph Curry. But, bro, even if the sparring, bro. Nigga, man, please. Anyway, Muhammad Ali was the greatest. Floyd couldn't hold Ali's jaw strap. These youngsters don't know. Nah. It's not the same thing, bro, because trust me, he'd be big still. If that was the case, Floyd would be big still. If Ali could talk, he would have kept making money. Ali was the great, exactly. Floyd is great, but not Ali. Ali's the greatest. Yeah, Floyd's a great fighter. Floyd's a great fighter. He really, really is. And in his weight class, he may be the greatest in his weight class. He may be the best fighter in his weight classes. But I'm not trying to hear that shit, man. He don't have to fight Mike Tyson. Like, seriously, bro. Floyd, there's other than Gervonta Davis. Other than Gervonta Davis at 147 pounds, who the fuck is George Foreman? Somebody that's going to knock your shit and knock you completely the fuck out. Hey, Mark, let me tell you something, man. Love Down Gator said, Fanon, Ali arguably had one of the best resumes in the history of boxing. Dude, the fact that he's got Archie Moore on his resume. Archie Moore. He's got Archie Moore. Archie Moore. Even the people that you don't even appreciate. He's got Floyd Patterson on there. He's got Big Cat Williams. Ernie Terrell. Bro, Ernie Terrell is easily the level of a fighter that AJ is. Like AJ, Ernie Terrell, AJ, they about what and what. You know what I mean? AJ, they about the same. Ernie, man, do you know how many AJs? Let me tell you something, bro. If you look at the heavyweight division today, the level of the skill that they have, dude, first of all, Ali is going to wash Alexander Usyk. Jimmy Young, nah, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Name somebody, so you got to be undefeated to be the greatest? No, he doesn't. What do you mean? Name some heavy. How many L's did Lennox Lewis take? Didn't Lennox Lewis take 2 L's? Lennox Lewis got knocked out twice. How many times did Evander Holyfield get beat? How many times Tyson Fury get beat now? How many times did Oliver? Yeah, no. Modern day heavyweight is garbage. It is. Honestly, man, modern day boxing right now is garbage. On the real, man, modern day boxing right now, I don't think. It's very, very orchestrated, bro. It's very commercial. Boxing right now is extremely, extremely commercial. Let me check to see, man. Thank y'all for supporting the channel today. No one considers them the greatest. Who is that? Dog, everybody pretty much considers Ali the greatest until they die. Until people my age are dead, Ali's going to be the greatest. That's how it works. And then somebody's going to be better than, they already got Terrence Crawford better than Now, boxing today is not garbage, bro. But I don't think these fighters are any better than fighters were before. I don't. I do not think so. And I think these guys are a lot more predictable. I think you see the same styles. I think that you see people's punch combinations and things come, but you don't see people that come and fight in different ways. You know what I mean? When you fight 200 people, shit, you might have 150 different styles. Styles that you've never seen before. You may never have, nah, how do you know? You've never seen it. How would you know? That would be miraculous. People ain't smarter and shit else. Dog, we can't fight as well as we used to. Dude, we can't even fight as well as we used to. So I don't get that. We do not fight as well as we used to. Everybody that fights learns how to fight in a gym now. They're not fighting. What about guys that learn how to fight fighting? People don't fight anymore. So I don't believe fighters are better. I think you guys are just, you're just more orchestrated, more choreographed. Really. That's why guys like Terrence Crawford can move up 5 weight classes. Because there's nobody at that skill set. Back in the day, there might have been 4 or 5 guys the same skill set as Terrence Crawford. Seriously, there are more fighters. More fighters equal more better amateurs. They don't even have golden gloves on TV anymore. These guys used to fight on the golden gloves on television. They don't do that shit anymore. You know what I mean? Boxing's not as popular as it used to be. So I don't know why you would think that you don't get the better athletes. You don't get better athletes than you used to get. Because everybody used to box, so you had better athletes. Like, how do you know now that the athletes are better? Everybody needs more knowledge. You guys just believe in the myth of progression. That shit is ridiculous. You guys believe in the myth of everything gets better over time. You know why you think that? Because you're a kid. That's what kids think. Kids think everything gets better over time. That's not the truth. Over time, you learn that some things get worse. You guys can't fight. My age group can fight better than you. Without a doubt. We're better fighters than you all were because you don't fight. I watch the fights I see the fights of people fighting in the streets now. Bro, I don't give a fuck what you think about my analysis. Fuck, suck a dick, nigga. Beat it. Fuck out of here, man. You need more knowledge? Here's a link. Debate me. Nah, bro, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Because I know right now then some things you get better. Some things are worse. Some things are worse. You guys' memory is worse than our memory was because people used to remember 50 phone numbers. How many phone numbers do you guys remember now? I mean, this is a serious question. How many phone numbers can you recite from memory? I bet you cannot recite more than 5 phone numbers by name. I bet you don't know your girlfriend's number. I bet you don't know your mother's phone number. I bet you don't know your sisters and brothers' phone numbers by memory. I bet you don't. Back in the 80s, we knew everybody's number by memory. I knew like 15, 20 numbers by memory. Why? Because I had to do it. You guys don't have to fight. So don't tell me you guys are better fighters because you guys, like you said, you guys are pulling out switches. You guys aren't fighting as much as people used to fight. You don't got AAU centers with boxing program. You don't have that shit. You don't. So for you to assume that a sport with less athletes that don't get as good of athletes is better than when the best athletes went to the sport. Steroids, bro. Dog, I didn't say they're not as skilled. I'm not talking about basketball. I'm not talking about football. I'm not talking about baseball. Stay Grind TV. Boxing has been around for 200 years. Yes, people got better at basketball because basketball's been around since the 1920s. Yes, people got better at baseball because baseball's been around since the 1890s. Yes, people got better at football because football's been around since the 1950s. Boxing's been around since boxing has been around forever. It's been around forever. It's been around forever. Boxing's been around in the capacity that it's been since at least close to the same rules since like 1780. 1780. Okay? We're on year 200, bro. No. Basketball can peak, then drop off. You're not going to tell me if everybody stops playing basketball, 30 years from now, basketball is going to be better? You think that? If for some reason, all the money leaves basketball, and all the kids that were playing basketball now go play pickleball, you're going to tell me that basketball is going to be better off when it loses all the act? No, it's not. Just like you're not better pianists. People are not better at playing the piano now than they were 200 years ago. They're not. You listen to the piano. Guess what? Mozart can play the piano better than people can play the piano right now. Okay? Let's what's the sculptor's name? Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci is a better sculptor than there is in humanity right now. And he's been dead for hundreds of years. Why? Why can't you build a pyramid? You know, thousands of years ago, people could build pyramids. Now they have no idea how it happened. So how did it get better? Stop. You guys, you know what you're confusing? You're confusing shit with puberty. Okay? You think because you're 28 years old that you keep getting stronger and you keep getting smarter, that somehow applies to the rest of the world. No. Things get better and things peak and then things decline. In boxing, things peaked and then they declined. That's why it's not as popular as it used to be. Basketball peaked and now it's on a bit of a decline. Golf peaked with Tiger Woods. It's on a decline. Pickleball is picking up. And guess what? You'll be, in 15 years, you'll be amazed at what pickleball players can do. But in 1,000 years, ain't nobody going to know what a fucking pickleball was. Okay? So let's stop acting like everything gets better with the passage of time, because that's not the case. It's not the case. I'm telling you, it's not the case. Or it's not safe to just assume it. It's really not. It's not safe to assume it. That you think, like you can go back on a time sale. They said Jim Jeffries and Jim Jeffries drew 100,000 live gate in 1910. Hey, bro, you can agree with 90%, dog. That means I win. All y'all champions on the decline of boxing. Shake, man. I mean, seriously, man. Like, bro, you think that just because, like, oh, that's whack how he holds his hands like that. Dude, these guys don't even know why people held their hands like this. Bro, these dudes didn't have no gloves on, bro. Them gloves was soft as shit. Them gloves look like the gloves, and y'all some cheating ass, steroid ass niggas too. Let's also talk about the fact that y'all some cheaters. Okay? So you talk about all this strength and conditioning. They didn't have Vada. You niggas is out here cheating, growing turtlebacks and shit. So I'm not trying to hear that shit. You got fighters that fight once a year, juiced up to the fucking gills. No, dude, these guys are just better athletes because they're juicing. I want to hear that shit. Like, let's tell the truth and shame the devil, bro. They're better athletes because they're juicing. You're better athletes because you're cheating. You're cheating. No, bro, they're cheating, bro. Zulu Lion, they're cheating. Zulu Lion, they're cheating. LeBron James would have been retired if his ass was playing in the 1970s. He would have been retired. He'd have been retired. His body would have been shut down. Been shut down, dog. That dude look, that man says he pays $1 million a year to take care of his body. That shit's called juicing. I don't want to hear this shit, bro. You niggas are juicing, bro. Come on, man. You look like bro, you guys look like the early formed bodybuilders when steroids just started before they went nuts on the steroids. I'm telling you, man, basketball sucks, bro. Oh my God, bro. It doesn't suck, but it sucks. I ain't gonna lie, dude. College basketball is better than pro basketball. I'm telling you, college basketball is better than pro basketball. Better. The NBA, they're going to put more teams in the NBA. The NBA is done. Bro, the NBA is done. They're going to add 2 more teams. 2 more teams. What a waste of time, bro. Man, I watch women college basketball, dude. Why does this suck? Bro, because it's like there's no tension in it. It's all highlight. Let me put it this way, bro. When you play all these highlights and you sell shits on highlights, and then you look at the NBA game and you realize that the NBA game is much more boring than the games. Like, most of the games are boring. I don't know. I don't like them. I just think it's reached its peak, bro. I don't get the sense of it anymore. You know? I don't get the sense. It's like the Super Bowl. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old too. You know, I'll say something as far as getting older means. It could be me. Because when I was a kid, I looked forward to it. You know what I mean? And now I'm older and I got other shit on my mind. So, you know, if it's for younger kids, I think maybe they can really like the NBA and all that stuff because they can follow those kids. But no, man, I don't feel the tension behind it anymore. I don't feel like that it's something that's exceptional anymore. I just think it's too much, you know? He said if nutrition got better, then cheating got better. It did. Cheating got way better. Hey, man, what's up, Ollie Voso? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I don't feel the tension in NBA basketball games. I'm going to tell you, I felt it more in the NFL playoffs. I felt it like I'm going to pay attention to the Bears this year. It said it's not you. Sports lacks the contact and competitiveness. Yeah. Like, bro, cats used to be fighting and rustling and shit. Like, nah, man, it's kind of like Santa Claus with this shit, bro. You know? Yeah, exactly. It's everything is dunks and 3 points, and everybody dunks and goes, ah, like, you know what I mean? It's like it's too orchestrated, bro. Like, nah. I don't really like it. And I'm going to tell you something else, dog. I'm a kind of a jackass because I like American sports. I'll tell you the truth too. I like American sports, bro. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like Luka Doncic is not from fucking Dallas, bro. You know what I mean? Like I just can't. Luka Doncic don't do it for me, bro. I know he can ball out, but he just don't do it for me, bro. Yeah, you did, Brock Howard. I don't know, man. I can be grumpy. Yeah, man, I don't like it, man. Is they try to merge the Euro League with they're basically merging Euro League with NBA. You know, the NBA was trying to take advantage of the growth of basketball in Europe, and that's all fine and dandy, bro. And these guys are terrific fighters, terrific basketball players. Dirk Nowitzki's a terrific basketball player. Was a terrific basketball player. But it just isn't like. Yeah, all the gambling. Yeah, it is tampered. Boxing's tampered too, bro. The shit that they're trying to do with Shakur, I'm not buying that bullshit. Like for real, bro. You're trying to tell me Shakur Stevenson is one of the all-time greatest fighters in history? I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. It's just that the middle level of boxing sucks. I'm sorry, bro. It's just that there's a drop-off between the top-level guys and the middle-level guys. There's guys that were brought along and taught how to fight the right way and had camps and had this really great upbringing in boxing, and they can take advantage of that. But after that, dog, there's just a fucking drop-off, bro. And these guys don't want to fight. I mean, the fact that they want to get in there and not get touched, bro, that's not better fighting, bro. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? And also the fact that you're not losing means you're not taking no chances. So you're risk adverse as shit. You know what I mean? Like cats are super risk adverse. And then they want to manufacture champions. Like Devin Haney, bro. Devin Haney ain't no. You're trying to tell me Devin Haney. like, why is Devin Haney any better than Wilfred Benitez? You know what I mean? It's like Devin Haney and Wilfred Benitez. We look at like y'all don't even know who most people don't even know who Wilfred Benitez is. You know what I mean? It's like, why is he better than Wilfred Benitez? I don't get it. Like, seriously, bro, why? Why? Because the Boxing Writers Association of America tell you that. And everything has got to be historical every 5 fucking minutes. They did the manufacturing of these fighters, telling us Shakur is the best fighter in the world as well. I mean, Shakur had one good fight Shakur had a good fight against a good fighter. And then this is the greatest guy ever. This is way better than anything we've ever had. Cooper Flagg is going to be the greatest fight. Man, let me tell you something else too about this athleticism, dog. Y'all got tricks being played on you, bro. You got tricks being played with your eyes. Because these niggas ain't jumping no higher than they used to. They're really not. All these guys' heads, when they jump and they're like 6'3", 6'4", all these guys' heads are getting between here and there on the rim. Like, they really are. Anyway, we need Tank back a lot. Davos B said we need Tank back. He brought a lot of money in for boxing, and now he's going to need Shakur. He gonna need. Oh, they need Shakur, but he ain't gonna be the same. I don't understand all of that. I'm sorry. No Trouble said Haney isn't better than Benitez. Haney's good though. He has more career. He has more career to go. Yeah, I mean, look, dude. If it wasn't for Bill Haney, I would like Devin. Devin is a good fighter for sure. You know, Sean Haney did his little thing in his amateur fight, bro. Even Sean Haney, I saw Sean Haney's a little bit of Sean Haney's amateur fight. I was like, little dude throwing them hands, bro. Good job, little dude. Weren't the same people telling Shakur not to play Tom and Jerry in the ring? Look, man, is everybody's success for the moment, you know? Give me 1 second, man. Lack of content right now. Lack of content. Is why you start this bullshit, bro. I know, bro. I know. Me too, bro. Hold on 1 second. Damn, I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. All right, cool. I was just checking something. You're right about everything you said, bro. Fanon for president. Hey, thank you, Levi Blackwell. Sorry, spell check. I'm running a session. I was saying Tank brought a lot of money to boxing and new fans and big money. Now he's gone. They're going to try to make Shakur the bag. Yeah, but Gervonta's not gone. Fanon, Wilfred Benitez was better than Roberto Duran. He was the real four king. He beat Duran. Man, you know what? I got to go watch that fight, man. I got to go watch Wilfred Benitez versus Roberto Duran. But yeah, man, I don't see, like, Roberto Duran fought in 1972. That's 50 years ago. There's no lightweight right now better than Roberto Duran. And Roberto Duran fought in 1972. What y'all think about that, dog? Let me ask you a question. What do you think about that? I do believe that Roberto Duran won his first title in like 1972, something like that. And lightweight. Dog, that's 54 years ago. So if you don't have a better fighter than Roberto Duran and he won a title 54 years ago, then how do you know you were better than anybody 65 years ago? You know what I mean? If you don't have anybody better than a guy was 55 years ago, 52 years ago, then why would you think you have somebody better than somebody 105 years ago? You know what I mean? I just don't know. And then you got to fuck with slaves. Oh, them slaves going to whoop your ass, bro. Let me tell you something for real. I don't believe none of y'all whooping those slaves. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't think none of y'all are going to beat Tom Mellenwall in a fight. None of you. None of you. Let me repeat this. None of them is going to beat Tom Mellenwall in a fight. Nobody. None of y'all going to beat that nigga in a fight. He will kill you. For sure. He's going to kill you, bro. Because you know why? Because Tom Mellenwall was a slave who had to go plantation to plantation, fight niggas to live. Okay? You not whooping that slave, bro. That slave is going to whoop your ass. That dude had been picking rocks since he was 2 years old. What are you talking about? You niggas is doing jumping jacks. Y'all got strong doing jumping jacks. This nigga picking up logs and shit when he's 5 years old. This dude out here picking cotton for 10 hours before he trained. Hell no, this man got callous. This man hand, dog, this man, you can't even break his hand. Like his hand ain't gonna break when he hits you upside the head. His hand is like thick and callous. Like you can't, man, can you imagine how callous the hands of a slave is? This man is literally grinding, lifting weights, chopping wood, doing all this shit that this man got to do. since this dude is old enough to pick up an axe. But you niggas is doing y'all doing jumping jacks and stretches. No, y'all ain't beating them slaves up, dog. I ain't trying to hear that shit for nothing. Just like y'all don't want no shit with no Vietnamese niggas, bro. Look, bro, y'all want to talk about gang shit, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Y'all don't want to go to war with no Vietnamese niggas. I can't know what they are now, but y'all, man, y'all don't want no gang fight with no Vietnamese people, bro. Y'all don't want no gang fights with them Chinese, them Asian people, dog. You know why? Because they play for keeps, dog. Y'all play for show. If y'all got to kill somebody, y'all kill somebody because, hey, it was absolutely necessary or something. These dudes are absolutely nuts, and they come out with machetes and all kind of shit, bro. Trust me. These dudes you don't ever want to play with. Why? Because they were raised in a war zone. A war zone. I don't believe you soft Negroes, bro. I don't believe you. It's like you asking to spar me, bro. I'm not going to spar you, bro. You are not going to hurt me any way, shape, or form or fashion, bro. And one way for sure you're not going to put your hands on me is for me to agree to let you put your hands on me. Hell no. Niggas from everywhere you know is going to come see you before you ever put your hand on me. We don't play like that. You know why? Because that is where we come from. For real, for real. Not that dumb shit you niggas is talking about. No. So, like I say, don't tell me that just because it's 1990 and not 19, and there's nobody skilled as Floyd Mayweather right now in boxing, according to y'all. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was at his best about 30 years ago. Floyd turned pro almost 30 years ago, which means 20 years from now, he would have turned pro 50 years from now, 50 years ago. And let me tell you something, bro. I said, I watched the Vietnamese guy stab up a guy with a machete in front of a bar outside the studio. Yeah, don't ever fuck with them. No. No. They're not slap boxing, bro. They're not slap boxing. And dog, ain't nobody gonna agree for you to touch me, bro. No way. You think I'm stupid? No way. If you touch me, you're gonna have to do that shit without my permission, which means everything that comes with it. No, thank you. I'm telling you, man, I've been around these dudes, man. They don't play, bro. Like you shouldn't play with crazy people. I know crazy people, bro. Flat out crazy. They can say they crazy. They cannot think they crazy. I know they're crazy. So I know what they are capable of doing, without a doubt. So don't tell me that just because, like, people are more savage now than they were in the 1980s. No, you weren't. You niggas, they would do anything to win. You can't even cheat like those guys. These dudes are fighting guys with plaster of Paris in their gloves on a regular basis. You want to know why these guys got brain damage? Because they were fighting guys like you guys. Because you guys cheat. Because you guys cheat. And then fight guys that can't hit you. You got gloves blowing up in the ring and shit. That's why guys get brain damage. Not because of the number of fights that they have alone. You can have one fight. Have somebody load their gloves, bro. And then all of a sudden you're never like you used to be. Unless you are an expert in jiu-jitsu and know it's one-on-one, let me tell you something, bro. I don't ever understand why you think people are going to go one-on-one with you. If you were in the position of somebody that does not have to go one-on-one with you, you're stupid to go one-on-one. You niggas going one-on-one? No. For now, that Godfather shit is normal to Asians. I'm telling you, man, I wouldn't fuck with them people. You got to stay good with them because they're so savage. Because they are so savage. You know? That's why I got a lot of good friends, though, man. I got a lot of good friends, bro. Good people, though. Good people, man. If you don't play with them, they don't play with you. And if you good to them, they will protect you and take care of you. And you ain't got to have to worry about a lot of stuff, man. you know? But anyway, Louis Resto, yeah. Man, but more than that, dude, they were doing that shit, man. Look, they were probably loading gloves on a regular basis in these fights, man. These fights that these guys are having in gyms where they're gambling $20,000, $30,000 and stuff. Dude, these guys are fixing those fights, bro. To me, hey, man, can we get anyway, let me put a link in the chat in case somebody want to talk about anything. And I do mean anything, bro. I do mean it. I got nothing but respect, bro. Just leave me alone, dog. Leave me alone, bro. Don't make a spectacle of me, bro. I don't appreciate the spectacle, bro. I didn't do anything to deserve a spectacle. I don't believe any nigga that want to talk in front of 9 million people. Or spar. Nigga. Knowing damn well I ain't no nigga that got a spar. Anyway. For 9, that Godfather shit is normal today. Yeah. Let me go back and see if there was anything. Martin, you sound a little congested, under the weather. There's a little bug floating around. Yeah, yeah, my nose is stuffed up. Man, I'm telling you, Rick, I had a hard time sleeping last night, man. But I feel better. It was better. It was worse last night. It feels better now. I feel better now. Last night, I was really, really hurting, bro. I was really hurting, bro. I really, really was, bro. But yeah, man, my nose is stuffed up. I got some aches and pains. Was having aches and pains like behind the eyeball. But it's good. It's good. Anyway, let me put a link in the chat. There's that link in the chat, bro. There's that link in the chat. Oh, Rick. Hey, Rick. What you think about Terrence Crawford, man? Hey, Rick, I'll call you up here, bro. I'm going to call you up, Rick. See if I can get a conversation out of Rick. I ain't got no debate out of Rick. But no, nigga, I want to talk about Rick. Rick, as a fan of George Foreman, what do you think about Ali's resume versus Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s resume? I personally think there's no comparison because Ali has George Foreman on his resume. I don't think. Oh yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm telling you, man, I don't think anybody at that stage of his career, I don't think there's many people in their career got. George Foreman was young. He was 4 years younger than Ali. Ali was older. He was young and in his prime. He was undefeated, and I think it was all knockouts. He was an Olympic gold medalist, so you know he had the pedigree. He had knocked out Joe Frazier. He had knocked out Ken Norton. I don't think Floyd has a win that good. I don't. I always knew Floyd was going to beat Manny Pacquiao. Always knew he was going to beat Manny Pacquiao. Nobody thought Ali could beat George Foreman, which tells you this. You guys don't understand how good Ali is. Because people, when Ali was fighting, didn't understand how good Ali was. He had to show and prove them how good he was. Seriously, all the way to the 1960s, when he came back, nobody thought he was going to beat him. I don't think Floyd's got anything like that. And I know Floyd ain't got no listing. I know he did not beat Liston. I know that. I know he doesn't have any win on his resume better than Liston. Definitely not Liston. Definitely not Foreman. Definitely not Foreman. I would put Manny Pacquiao. I don't even know Manny Pacquiao. Anyway, what's up with Blair Cobb? Why isn't he fighting? Who knows, man? He's probably who knows why Blair Cobb not fighting? Because Don King ain't got no fight cards on. He ain't fighting the same reason he's signed to Don King, the great Gambino. That's why. That's what I think anyway. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Man, this is so fun to be on this grind talking boxing, bro. It is so nice. And thank you, sir, for the content. I do want to tell you, sir, thank you for the content. I did. I'm not going to mention your name because honestly, I don't like all that drama. But thanks for the content, dog. I know you're a good dude and all of that. However, bro, please leave me alone, bro. I don't care about all that dumb shit. What's up? Oh, Fanad, what's up, Donnell? Clark Bay. This is why I stopped listening because you say a bunch of fuckery. I don't even know who the fuck you are, bro. Who are you? Who are you? I want to see something, though. Mm-hmm. Man, I swear to God, bro, you look at one thing, you're gonna get a million fucking This nigga, you're a clown, bro. Young Leo, bro. Young Leo, bro. Goddamn, nigga, you niggas are whack as fuck, bro. Why does every nigga that I look at that want to talk shit about this shit some whack ass dog? Let me tell you something. YSN Leo. I'm gonna talk to you for a second, bro. You niggas as soft as baby boo boo. Shut the fuck up. Let me say something to you for a second, dog. This why I stopped listening. You always on some fuckery. Nigga, go do a YouTube video, bro. You know what I mean? You just hating because you did music videos about 15 years ago, nigga, and it didn't pop off. Okay, fuck off, man. Seriously, dog. Every time I look at you niggas, you either bots or somebody that tried to do this and didn't make it. Let's fuck out of here, man. Kenneth, why? You know what I'm saying? Like it should be old as shit, bro. All you young niggas are soft as baby boo-boo, threatening a 56-year-old man, you pussy. First of all, let me tell you something. Any of you niggas threatening a 56-year-old man are a bunch of pussies. Okay? I'm a 56-year-old man, you pussy. Like, let's be real. I'm a 56-year-old man, you pussy. A 56-year-old man, you pussy. What kind of dude threatens a 56-year-old man, you pussy? No, I'm not mad. You're just a pussy and a failure, bro. I'm not mad at all, bro. I just wanted to tell you, dude, you're a fucking clown. Somebody probably sent you over here, you fucking bum. I've never seen you before in my life. And get rid of them corny-ass fucking braids before you go bald. I'm not talking about your stupid ass. I'm talking about somebody else's stupid ass. What I'm telling you is you're a failed fucking YouTuber coming over here talking to me. How about you go to your YouTube channel and get somebody to watch you before you sit here talking to me when you couldn't have a YouTube channel and have anybody listen to you talk about shit. Shut the fuck up. You literally don't have anybody that wants to listen to you talk about shit, but you up here talking to me. Fucking YouTube failure, bro. I'm not the baddest YouTuber in the world. I'm not the biggest YouTuber in the world, but at least people actually want to talk to me. Your ass want to fucking hear talk shit when nobody cares what the fuck you think. Especially me. Seriously, man, take your YouTube bully ass somewhere else. The dude that I said talking about threatening a 56-year-old man is somebody else. Nigga, I'm 50 fucking 6 years old. Why don't you threaten somebody your own fucking age? Why don't you threaten somebody your own age? That shit is stupid as shit. You a 35-year-old man trying to play basketball with a 70-year-old and talking shit. You're like fucking Jake Paul, talking shit about beating 60-year-old men. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. And he would have got his ass whooped if the 60-year-old man wouldn't have pulled punches. I don't know. You don't know why I think you're a YouTuber? This is why I think you're a YouTuber, you lying sack of shit. This is why. Because you're a nigga with YouTube videos. This is why I think you're a YouTuber. I'll show you. I'll show you why I think you're a YouTuber. I'll show, because you are a YouTuber. And here's your YouTube channel right there. That's your YouTube channel right there. Right there. 34 subscribers. YSN Leo. 3 videos, 35 subscribers a year ago, bro. You're making rap videos, nigga, on a channel. That makes you a YouTube channel. You got 100 in the last 3 years, bro, you got 500 views. And no joke, that's a lot, man. Congratulations. Because there's a lot of people that never get 100 views on a video. And you may be good at what you do. But, bro, bug off and leave me alone, bro. And I mean that shit with the bottom of my heart, bro. You got a YouTube channel, nigga. You make rap videos. Fuck off. Okay? Go do a video or something, bro. Good looks for a promo? Fuck off, nigga. 150 people watch that shit. I get sick of niggas like you, bro. Beat it. I get sick of niggas like you. Beat it, man. Music industry nigga, man. You're a bot for a music industry dude. Okay? You're a bot for the music industry, dude. You got a promo. You sound like a nigga around Bill Haney. What do you want to do? Be a rap star, bro? Hey, man, I got a way for you to make some money. Hey, man, go troll somebody on YouTube, bro. Fuck out of here, nigga. Nah, bro, seriously, bro. I don't want to say anybody's a failed YouTuber, bro, because no joke, it's not easy. And I don't know what he's doing for real. He may have just done a couple video promos and been cool with it. I don't know. All I'm trying to do is make fun of him. That's all. I'm not trying to say that's serious about you, bro. Like, seriously, I'm just going to talk bad about you, bro, because you want to jump up here and talk bad about me. And I ain't got shit else to say, so I thought I would do it real quick. Man, leave me alone with that dumb shit, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, a record industry nigga doing promos, bro. All these niggas be record industry failures, bro, who want to get into boxing. Nigga, oh, I was a record executive. Yeah, I'm sure you were. Oh, yeah, didn't Bill Haney in music? Bill's in music. All you niggas in music and boxing. All you niggas in the same shit, bro. Same group of cornball ass niggas, man. Leave me alone. Keep it coming for nine. That good contact. Nothing but the best and true. Thank you, man. Like, no, I mean, I'll engage in it for a second because you guys are fanboys, man. I can't believe I've got this many fans. You niggas are fanboys, bro. I mean, seriously, why are you fucking challenging a guy that's 60 years old? You think that makes you look good? You think that, I mean that with all seriousness, bro. I'm 56 years old, bro. If there was a 75-year-old man in front of me and I start shit talking a 75-year-old man, what would you think about somebody that shit talks a 75-year-old man? You would think, man, you're a piece of shit, bro. Leave that old man alone. You niggas want to fight old ass men. I'm an old ass man. I'm an old ass man, bro. Gray hair and everything, bro. Nigga, I have no respect for y'all. None. Go fuck with somebody your own age. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm in my prime with something. So we can do it that way. I'm going to use it to my advantage, homie. I'm not doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that. And yes, you're a YouTuber, bro. Out here criticizing somebody who's having a good time, man, enjoying conversation with a group of YouTube friends. And you niggas always want to come up here and start starting shit. All right, there's not a lot of content. There's not a lot of good shit going on in boxing today. Overall, it's going pretty well. I'm amped that Gervonta Davis looks like, knock on wood, I hope, looks like he's coming back to boxing, bro. You niggas switched up on Gervonta, then switched back real quick. Don't think I didn't notice that. Martin Duhay said, leave for not alone, man. Dude got a 79-inch reach from the southpaw stance. Nah, bro, what I do got is a lot of niggas around. I got a lot of niggas in my family. I got a lot of folks around me, and I'm good, bro. I feel good. You know what I mean? What the fuck is this, Bill Rogers? I don't even get that, man. It's funny because low key, the live went full circle. As Crawford says, this is what switches are for. Hey, dog, seriously, man, let me tell you something about that shit with Terrence Crawford. If I had said that to Terrence Crawford, I'd have been a fucked up individual. Marcus the villain. If I would have said that to Terrence Crawford, I'd have been a fucked up individual. Like, seriously, if any normal person would have said that, they'd be a fucked up individual. Why are you talking about shooting this nigga when you always talking about fighting somebody? You always talking about what you do when you can whoop somebody's ass in the street. Now we talking about switches, and you should never. Why switches? Get a fully automatic. He hate the Dr. Pepper jingle. What is that? What is that Zulu line? He hate that Dr. Pepper jingle lady. Hey, who is that? I ain't a southpaw, man. I'm Orthodox. I can go, but nah, bro. I'm not gonna put no hands on you, bro. Somebody else gonna put hands on you. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Everything's in God's hands with me. No joke, bro. Everything in my life, bro. I'm in God's hands, bro. I'm not putting no hands on nobody. I ain't boxing you. I ain't sparring you. I ain't fighting you. I'm not doing any of that shit, man. I'm 56 years old, bro. I'm not doing none of that shit. I could fuck up my shoulder just moving down and sleeping wrong. I'm not doing that shit, man. I'm 56 years old. I'm not even trying to hear that shit. I'm telling you right now, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Ain't no man my age should be trying to hear that shit. Because quite honestly, bro, we're closer to 60 to 50. No, I'm not fighting you niggas. You crazy. Why? You want, oh, I'm going to be a proud. No. Mm-mm. No. Not going to do it. If it is serious enough for us to have an altercation, I just don't need to be around you. And I don't need to talk to you. I don't even need to mention your name. I just don't need you around me in my life. Because at 56 years old, bro, dog, I got about 10 more years where I'm like, man, let me work, let me do this, let me do that, let me do this, that. And after that, man, you know what I mean? Grandkids, great-grandkids, and all of that shit. He said fighting is it is a young man thing, bro. Come on, man. You're not fucking fighting no old ass man. Ain't nobody respect you for that shit, bro. Don't nobody respect that, dog. And I'm going to tell you something that nobody should respect. Old ass niggas that act like they should be fighting them young ass boys. You should leave them niggas alone, man. You know what I mean? And you should not be beating your son's ass like that because you never know how that's going to go later on. It says it's not even that serious with these internet people have issues. Let me fight you over a boxing opinion. Bro, it said we're just having fun on the Fanaz show, but you know people take it too far, man. I know Eric Norman, yeah, man. What up, Rick?
What's up with it, man?
Man, I'm just happy to chop it up with you for a minute, brother. How you been feeling?
Oh man, I'm fantastic, man. Feeling real good, man. I didn't
man, you froze.
You can't hear me?
What? You good now? You good?
You hear me right now? I'm good.
Yeah, you good.
And forming dog and thinking about when it come to whether Bud resume or Floyd resume hold up to Ali's, just the Foreman fight alone, dog. Put it this way. Ali was 32. Foreman was 25. 40-0, like 37 knockouts. I don't think we would have saw Bud or Floyd at 32 face 25-year-old undefeated knockout orders like that. I don't think either one of them would have tested something like that, especially after a 3-year layoff from age 25 to 28 when they was messing with him about the draft. Hey, man, the Ali resume is no dispute. Who can touch it?
Nobody. And you can't say, and he's in a time where you can't say he was fighting cab drivers.
And dog, Ken Norton, Ernest Shavers, Foreman, Frazier, Ron and Lyle. None of them knocked them out. I mean, Chin out of this world, man. That mess with Larry Holmes 30, 20 years later, that one knockout loss on his resume don't count. But
bro, he didn't even. Hey, guess what? He didn't even knock him out. He didn't even knock him out in that fight.
TKO. Right.
Yeah, he sat on the stool. He just was on the stool. They were like, they wouldn't let him come back. He was taking the punishment. They were like, God damn, he was going. He did not get dropped. As fucked up as that fight was, which I always refuse to watch, he did not get dropped in that fight, bro. But then again, he probably didn't feel a lot of that shit because he was already dealing with all of that, sensory stuff.
Yeah, he was already mentally checking out way back then, and it pained me to see him have to go for a check like that and take that type of damage. I mean, that wasn't pretty at all, man. That was heartbreaking to witness, for that type of all-time great, to have to endure that type of punishment, that late in a career. I mean, we never need to see something like that happen again. Like that's why I'm iffy on this Earl and Tim Tszyu fight, Martin. Dude, Earl, man, I'm the Bud guy, but Earl is my guy as well. I got mad love and respect for Earl, but at some point you gotta swallow your pride, Earl. I mean, the no tune-up, man down. You're pushing 3 years out of the ring, Earl. Tim Tszyu gonna be had 7 fights since you fought Bud. Earl about to be 36 in 19 days. Tim Tszyu just made 31. I mean, I don't know, dog. I really wish he would take a tune-up, before a Tim Tszyu fight after 35 months of inactivity. That's not a recipe for success. I mean, man down, Earl is the man. Hey, he make his own decisions. I'm rooting for him. I hope he come back victorious. It's just this a tall order that Earl is about to take a part of, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on. Well, yeah, it's just not good. I mean, it is what it is, man. I wish he would take an easy one, man. I know I haven't watched the video yet, but I think Andre Rozier, I think he says something like that, like, please don't come back, just because he took a lot of punishment in that fight. But it's been 3 years too, though. It's not like he came back after years. It's been 3 full years. So if there's any chance of him coming back, 3 full years, that's a long time. Yeah, to kind of let shit heal and recover. But yeah.
Hey, but why is the fight being pushed to be in Australia when Earl still can sell here? That's the big question mark to me.
I don't know. Maybe they're putting up some money for the fight. They usually, well, at least with Bob Arum, when they had fights in Australia, they would have like some money get put up by like the region there. I remember like when that's why Manny Pacquiao fought in Australia against Jeff Horn, is because they had put extra money behind the fight. So it could be that. And then he also could think that it's a tune-up. You know what I mean? Like he could really be treating it and thinking like, nah, Tim Tszyu is somebody I'm gonna run through. And he may think of Tim Tszyu as a ran through because Tim Tszyu's more sharp, but Tim Tszyu's also been stopped by Murtazaliev, and he got the shit beaten out of him by
Fundora.
By
Bakram and Fundora. Yeah, that little 4-fight run, he lost 3 of the 4, and that last win he got, that little decision win, he came back. He took him a light touch after those 4 brutal bouts. Why Earl can't take a light touch?
Who knows, man? Hey, respect to him, man. You know what I mean? The dude is that's crazy. And the thing is, they still use that thing that Gervonta, he held off Terrence Crawford for 5 years and all this. Like, man, Errol is not the type of dude that ain't going to try to take a challenge right out the bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that may feel he may like, hey, I'm gonna find it out this one. If it ain't this one, then I'm going. You know what I mean? Instead of finding 3 tune-ups and some shit, like I guess he gonna find out right away.
That's what got him in trouble against Bud, being stubborn. When in this chat, when when the Bud and Earl negotiation was going on, and Bud magically the next day, just out of nowhere, got a David Advil fight signed. It's ready. It's so I'm like, well, damn. I typed in this chat. I'm like, I was so pissed with Bud. I'm like, man, look, I am done with Bud unless he fight Earl next. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't like how this David Advil fight just surfaced out of nowhere. So when he fought Earl next, I was fine. But Earl still was inactive another year, waiting on Bud. He could have fought again, you know. Now here he go again, even longer inactivity, coming back to a younger, power punching bull with no tune-up when he could take one. Because shit, Tim Zoof trying to get on this Lewis Crocker card next month in March. You know,
yeah.
So Tim Zoof staying busy. Tim Zoof fought 3 times in 2025. I mean, he been got his head handed to him, but he's been active. And he just made 31 in November. So he's not an old 31. So good luck to Earl, man. I really hope he come in and shock the world and show he's still legit.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Like your boy Deontay, I hope he don't get caught up with Derek Chisora. Hope he don't get caught up with Derek Chisora, bro, on some dumb shit and not get that Usyk fight done, man. But, you know, these cats be making them decisions. But look, man, I'm about to roll out here. I am a little under the weather, man. I just wanted to make this hour and a half, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Man. All right, man. Thanks, Ray.
Yes,
Peace.
Sir.
All right, y'all, man. Thank y'all. Hey, Fanon, did you see the pic of all the young champions but didn't have Tank on the picture? This was on Dante's Boxing. Nah, I don't watch Dante's Boxing Nation, bro. I haven't watched Dante's Boxing Nation in years. I don't really get an opportunity to watch a lot of boxing channels. I don't. Because it's always some dumb shit around it. So I just kind of stay to myself, stay away from this shit, and just keep it pushing. You know what I mean? But look, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Thank y'all for everybody that supported the channel. I'll get back with y'all tomorrow, man. I'm a little bit under the weather. So with that, I'm out. Deuces.